If you're a die-hard Browns fan and love breaking down the game like we do, hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell so you never miss a blitz. The Cleveland Browns walked away from their recent matchup against the Las Vegas Raiders with a 24-10 victory that not only reinforced their standing in the league, but also delivered a sigh of relief to fans and coaching staff alike concerning the health of their young star running back, Quinton Judkins. In a season where injuries can derail momentum and force teams to reshuffle game plans, Cleveland has managed to remain relatively fortunate, avoiding significant injuries to key contributors in the game against Las Vegas. The Browns were already missing quarterback Dillon Gabriel and defensive end Alex Wright, the only notable players sidelined due to injury, which meant the rest of the roster needed to stay healthy to maintain the competitive edge. Amid these circumstances, a brief scare arose when Judkins, the rookie sensation out of Ohio State, went down during the game, prompting concerns among fans and staff. Fortunately, the injury appeared to be nothing more than a temporary scare, and subsequent updates from the coaching staff confirmed that the second-round pick would be ready for action in Week 13 against the San Francisco 49ers. The relief in Cleveland is palpable, as Judkins has become a critical component of their offensive scheme and a key figure in their hopes of sustaining a strong playoff push. Head coach Kevin Stefanski addressed the incident on Monday, clarifying that Judkins' exit from the game was largely precautionary. "I think he came out the first time because he fell on the ball," Stefanski explained. "And then the independent doc called from up top, brought him out, checked him, and he was good to go and was cleared again this morning, so he's good to go." The comment highlights the structured approach the Browns take in protecting their players, especially young talents like Judkins who have shown the potential to change games single-handedly. Judkins' fall seemed to have simply knocked the wind out of him, and a subsequent head impact led to a precautionary concussion evaluation, a measure that underscores the league's increasing emphasis on player safety. By the end of the day, the rookie emerged unscathed, ensuring that Cleveland could continue to rely on his explosive ability to break through defensive lines and create scoring opportunities. In a season where the difference between a playoff team and one that falls short can hinge on the health of its top players, this was a crucial reassurance for the Browns fanbase. Judkins' performance against the Raiders also reinforced why he is seen as the centerpiece of Cleveland's backfield. He scored the touchdowns and rushed for 47 yards, showcasing the power and vision that have made him a standout among NFL rookies. With these contributions, he has amassed 667 rushing yards and 7 touchdowns over 10 games this season, positioning himself firmly on pace for a potential 1,000-yard campaign. The Browns' offensive strategy has increasingly revolved around Judkins' ability to make defenses miss in open space, execute short-yardage plays effectively, and sustain long drives that keep the opposing offense off the field. His reliability has been a stabilizing force, particularly after missing time earlier in the season due to off-the-field issues, and his return has coincided with a more balanced and productive running game. Avoiding injury in Las Vegas not only preserves his momentum, but also ensures that Cleveland's offensive game plan remains intact as they face tougher matchups in the coming weeks. The broader context of Judkins' importance to the Browns cannot be overstated. Since returning, he has been Cleveland's clear top back, a player around whom the team can structure its rushing attack and game management strategies. For a rookie, maintaining consistency while avoiding the wear and tear that comes with an NFL schedule is critical, and Judkins' ability to stay healthy through 10 games demonstrates both physical resilience and disciplined preparation. His contributions extend beyond rushing yards and touchdowns. He has become a key element in play-action setups, forcing defenses to respect the run and thereby opening opportunities for the passing game. Stefanski's confidence in Judkins is evident not just in his words, but in how frequently he is involved in high-leverage situations, particularly near the goal line where scoring chances are at a premium. The Browns' offensive rhythm, therefore, is intimately tied to Judkins' availability, and any injury absence could necessitate significant adjustments. Cleveland's medical and training staff have played a pivotal role in this narrative, emphasizing careful monitoring and evaluation during games to prevent minor incidents from developing into major setbacks. The procedure followed during Judkins' brief exit against the Raiders exemplifies this approach. A player is immediately assessed by an independent doctor, cleared if no serious issue is detected, and further monitored to confirm readiness for subsequent practices and games. This method reflects the league-wide evolution in handling potential concussions and injuries, balancing the competitive drive to play with the long-term health of players. For Judkins, who is building both his rookie resume and a reputation as one of the league's emerging stars, such vigilance ensures that he can perform at his peak without unnecessary risk. The Browns, as an organization, have recognized that a healthy Judkins is not just a player advantage, but a team advantage, capable of swinging games and keeping Cleveland in contention for postseason success. Looking ahead, the Browns can approach their Week 13 clash with the San Francisco 49ers with a significant level of confidence. Judkins' clearance to play restores a crucial element of their game plan, allowing Stefanski and his offensive staff to maintain the balance and physicality that have become hallmarks of their running attack against a formidable 49ers defense. Having Judkins available means the team can sustain drives, manage the clock, and open up the field for other playmakers, ensuring a multi-dimensional offense that is harder to contain. Moreover, Judkins' continued presence offers a psychological boost to teammates, who can rely on his ability to gain tough yards and convert critical downs, as well as to fans, who are watching a young talent blossom into a cornerstone of the franchise. Every game without injury for him is a step closer to a historic rookie season and a potential Pro Bowl nod, milestones that further validate the Browns' investment in their second-round pick. Judkins' journey from Ohio State standout to Cleveland's primary back has been marked by flashes of brilliance and resilience in the face of adversity. Avoiding injury in Las Vegas was more than just a personal relief, it was a necessary victory for the team as a whole. It ensures continuity in offensive strategy, maintains the team's competitive edge, and preserves the momentum built across the first 10 games of the season. As the Browns continue their campaign, the hope is that Judkins remains healthy and productive, translating his individual success into team wins and helping to position Cleveland as a formidable contender with a blend of skill, power, and situational awareness. Judkins represents both the present and future of the Browns' offense, and keeping him on the field is as much a strategic imperative as it is a source of excitement. For fans watching the franchise rebuild toward sustained success, the significance of Judkins' health extends beyond mere statistics. It is intertwined with Cleveland's aspiration for the season. Each yard he gains, each touchdown he scores, and each play in which he demonstrates his elusiveness contributes to a larger narrative of a team striving to solidify its identity in a competitive league. By sidestepping injury against the Raiders, he not only maintained his individual trajectory, but also reinforced the Browns' capacity to execute game plans without compromise. His durability, performance, and potential for growth combined to make him a linchpin in Cleveland's playoff hopes, and his presence offers a reassuring consistency that is often rare in a physically demanding sport. As the Browns prepare to face the challenges of the coming weeks, Judkins' continued availability will be instrumental in sustaining offensive momentum, energizing the team, and providing fans with the thrilling performances they have come to expect from one of the most promising rookies in recent memory. Cleveland's victory over Las Vegas, coupled with the positive update on Quinton Judkins, represents more than a single game outcome. It symbolizes the intersection of preparation, talent, and resilience. It highlights how careful management of player health, strategic utilization of emerging stars, and adherence to structured evaluation protocols can converge to maintain a competitive edge. Judkins' escape from injury ensures that the Browns can move forward with confidence, relying on his explosive contributions while continuing to develop complementary aspects of their offense. For a franchise seeking to solidify its status as a contender, having a healthy, high-performing rookie running back is not merely fortunate, it is essential. Judkins' continued impact promises exciting moments, critical game-changing plays, and the potential to carry Cleveland to new heights as the season unfolds, reinforcing the optimism and determination that define the team's identity and aspiration. Enjoying the content so far? Smash that like button and drop your take in the comments. We want to hear what you think about the Browns this season. Big news seems to be brewing in the NFL, and if the rumors swirling around the league are to be believed, we might be witnessing a seismic shift in the quarterback landscape. Shedeur Sanders, the young and immensely talented signal caller who has been under the spotlight ever since his days in college football, is reportedly on the move. Sources close to the situation are suggesting that the promising quarterback who has been with the Cleveland Browns, might be making a surprising jump to the Buffalo Bills. The very idea is sending shockwaves through the NFL community because Shedeur isn't just any player. He's considered one of the brightest offensive minds of his generation. And watching him potentially leave a team like Cleveland for Buffalo raises questions about both franchises' future plans and the broader dynamics of the AFC. Fans on social media are already exploding with reactions, some excited, others skeptical, but everyone seems to agree on one thing: this could change everything. The Browns, who have invested in young talent over the past few seasons, might be facing a crossroads moment. Losing Shedeur could leave a huge gap in their offensive plans, and the questions surrounding who steps up to fill that void are endless. Meanwhile, the Bills, who have been aggressive in their pursuit of strengthening their roster, seem to be signaling a clear intent. They're serious about winning, and they want a quarterback who can deliver both in terms of talent and charisma. The buzz around Shedeur Sanders isn't just about his arm or his athleticism, it's about his ability to read defenses, his flair for big plays, and his innate understanding of the game. It's that combination that makes this potential move feel like more than just a roster shuffle. It feels like the start of a narrative that could dominate NFL headlines for months. Imagine the chemistry that could be built in Buffalo with Shedeur under center, surrounded by a team hungry for championships. Analysts are already speculating about how his playing style could mesh with Buffalo's offensive schemes. The rumors suggest that discussions have been happening behind closed doors, and while nothing is officially confirmed, the intensity of the chatter is enough to make any NFL insider sit up and take notice. Shedeur Sanders leaving the Browns isn't just about a player moving teams. It's about the ripple effects that will hit draft strategies, salary caps, and even the morale of teammates who've built a rhythm with him. It's a story that seems to be evolving by the hour. On one hand, you have the Browns potentially losing one of their most electrifying talents, a player who has already shown flashes of brilliance that hint at a very bright future. On the other hand, the Bills appear to be positioning themselves to add another piece to their puzzle, a piece that could be the key to pushing them past the playoff ceiling they've been bumping against. The rumor mill is relentless. Every social media post, every cryptic tweet from insiders, and every whisper from agents seems to feed the narrative that Shedeur Sanders is poised for a new chapter, one that could redefine not only his career but the competitive landscape of the league itself. Fans are dissecting every move, every hint, trying to decode what this could mean in practical terms. Will the Browns go all in on another young quarterback, or are they planning a more conservative route, hoping to patch the gap and maintain stability? And for Buffalo, is this the kind of bold maneuver that defines championship teams? The kind of move that sends a message to the rest of the league that they are serious contenders? The intrigue doesn't stop there. There are questions about the timing, the logistics, and the potential domino effects across the AFC if Shedeur lands in Buffalo. How will the offensive line adjust? How will the wide receivers adapt to his unique style? And what does this mean for the existing quarterback situation in Buffalo? A situation that has already been under scrutiny by fans and analysts alike. The possibilities are endless, and that's exactly what makes this rumor so intoxicating. There's also the human element. Shedeur Sanders is not just a player, he's a personality, a figure who brings excitement wherever he goes. His presence in the locker room, his interactions with teammates, and the way he carries himself on the field are all part of the equation. Moving from Cleveland to Buffalo would require adjustments not just in playbooks and practice routines, but in team culture, city life, and fan expectations. And yet, the very fact that this rumor is gaining traction suggests that both he and the Bills see the potential upside as worth navigating those challenges. Social media is ablaze with speculations, some highlighting his potential fit with Buffalo's offensive coordinator, others questioning the chemistry with the current roster. Analysts are breaking down film clips, pointing out nuances in his footwork, his decision-making, and how he might complement Buffalo's current offensive weapons. The comparisons are inevitable. How does this stack up against previous quarterback moves? Could this be a franchise-altering trade or acquisition? The conversations are happening everywhere, from sports podcasts to fan forums, from Twitter threads that stretch for pages to heated debates on YouTube comment sections. And through all of this, one thing is clear: Shedeur Sanders is at the center of a story that could dominate headlines well beyond the typical NFL cycle. The intrigue surrounding his move isn't just about immediate performance, it's about legacy. Could this be the start of a journey that defines him as one of the key figures of his generation? The anticipation is palpable, and even casual fans are starting to pick up on the buzz. Behind the scenes, it's reported that discussions between agents, front offices, and perhaps even family advisors are taking place at an intense pace. Negotiations, potential contract details, incentives, and guarantees are all likely part of the chessboard being played in real time. And as with any rumor of this magnitude, there are layers, some of which may never fully surface to the public. The media frenzy is only amplifying the story, with sports news outlets running speculative pieces, highlight reels of Sanders' college and professional career, and analyses that attempt to predict the trajectory of both the Browns and Bills. Depending on how this all unfolds, every passing hour seems to add another dimension to the rumor, another theory, another angle that fans and pundits dissect relentlessly. And yet, even with all this speculation, the essence of the story remains centered on a single idea: a young quarterback, immensely talented, possibly moving to a new team, with the potential to shake up the league in ways that few moves do. The intrigue is electric. Imagine the headlines, the debates, the social media storms, and the intense scrutiny if this rumor solidifies into reality. The ripple effect could extend far beyond the field, impacting draft picks, player morale, coaching strategies, and even fan loyalty. The story of Shedeur Sanders moving from the Browns to the Bills, if it comes to pass, isn't just a transfer. It's a narrative that will be dissected, celebrated, questioned, and remembered for years to come. And as fans hold their breath, waiting for official confirmation, the rumor itself has already achieved something remarkable. It has captured the imagination of the NFL community, reminding everyone why this league is so unpredictable, so enthralling, and so endlessly fascinating, in a world where player movement can feel like a game of chess. Shedeur Sanders is emerging as a piece that could redefine the board, a catalyst for new stories, rivalries, and unforgettable moments for the Browns. The story may be one of transition and resilience, of figuring out how to rebuild without a young star. For the Bills, it could be the dawn of a new era, a chance to inject youth, talent, and excitement into a team eager to chase glory. And for Shedeur Sanders himself, the potential move represents opportunity, challenge, and the chance to write the next chapter in a career that already promises so much. Whether this rumor ultimately turns into reality or fades into the background as yet another what if, the conversation it has sparked is already proof of the impact he has on the game. Fans are debating endlessly, analysts are theorizing, and social media is alive with speculation, all revolving around one question: could Shedeur Sanders really be the newest member of the Buffalo Bills? And if so, what will it mean for the league at large? The anticipation is almost unbearable, yet that's exactly the kind of buzz that defines modern NFL. Fandom, the rumors, the trade whispers, the player movement chatter that keeps everyone guessing, analyzing, and coming back for more. And if this story develops further, it will undoubtedly be one of the most talked about narratives of the season, shaping discussions not just about team strategy, but about the trajectory of a young quarterback whose name is already synonymous with promise, talent, and the excitement of what might come next. The NFL world is watching, waiting, and wondering, because the potential ramifications of Shedeur Sanders leaving the Browns for the Bills could resonate far beyond a single team, influencing rivalries, playoff races, and the very perception of what it takes to build a championship-caliber roster in today's game. Every whisper, every hint, every insider tidbit adds fuel to the fire, creating a story that feels larger than life. And even if the deal never materializes, the mere speculation serves as a reminder of the volatility, drama, and excitement that make the NFL such a captivating spectacle. Shedeur Sanders is at the center of that storm, and whether it's Cleveland, Buffalo, or somewhere else entirely, everyone knows one thing for sure: this is a story worth following, dissecting, and talking about for weeks, maybe months, to come. Thanks for riding with us on another Browns Blitz. If you liked the video, share it with a fellow fan, hit subscribe, and ring that bell so you're always part of the Dawg Pound conversation. Go Browns!